Hello, this is Peter Pure, and I have the incredible good fortune to be hosting a legend in the field of natural health foods, that is Sproutman, aka Steve Merowitz. How are you doing there, Steve?
Just great. Glad to be with you, Peter.
Excellent. Steve, I want to get to the question that everybody is asking, and being in the natural foods movement, I have seen a lot of unbelievable, crazy transformations people have made in their health over the years. But what have you seen that is specifically related to sprouts?
Well, specifically, I can give my own case as a test example. I had allergies and asthma and psoriasis and skin cancer, and I continue to have challenges in my health, and I use these fresh living plants, these baby plants, for their therapeutic benefits. And I use them on a regular basis. I make juice out of them. I use them, of course, in salads. And, you know, if you start to look at things like broccoli sprouts and you look at the glucosinolates that are in broccoli sprouts, they're 50 times more concentrated in this baby plant than they are in the broccoli vegetable that we might grow organically in the backyard garden. So,
wow, that's amazing, Steve. So you're saying to us that the sprouts, you can get 50 times more the nutrients in the sprout than you can in a mature vegetable?
Well, yes, and it's more than just the nutrients. We're not talking about A, B, C, D vitamins here. We're talking about antioxidants, bioflavonoids, glucosinolates, saponins, isoflavones, polyphenols. These are these amazing plant compounds that exist in nature that people go out and buy herbal supplements for. These are the kinds of things we buy ginseng and herbs, echinacea for. These are the things that are found in vegetables as well, but not in enough concentration. But when you have the baby form of the vegetable, the sprout, that's when they're in this 25 to 50, up to 100 times more concentrated than in the mature vegetable.
Wow, so it's kind of like taking the ultimate vitamin pill, but probably a whole lot cheaper and more digestible and absorbable.
Well, absolutely, because these are baby plants. Their cell walls are very delicate and thin. It's easy to break through and get the nutrition out of them. And the digestibility, because they're 90% water, is so easy. You could have weak digestion. It's sort of like the same comparison to juicing. Juicing, you know, you can get a pound. You can take a pound of carrots, put it in your juicer, and then you have a glass of carrot juice. Well, there's no way we could consume a pound of carrots, but we can drink the nutritional value of a pound of carrots. And that's what makes it so beneficial. And in fact, I have right over here my friend wheatgrass, which is another, you know, is this an herbal medicine? Is this a sprout? You know, it kind of is both. It is a medicinal plant. And what I'm telling you and your listeners is that these sprouts, and here's another example of them, these baby plants actually are medicinal at this stage. In other words, they're often called functional foods, foods that have a medicinal value to them. This is radish sprouts grown in the sprout bag. And this is so easy to do. And these radish sprouts are actually, if you just measure the vitamin A in radish sprouts, they're 54 international units. And if you take them out to the backyard garden, they're only 4 international units. So getting them at this stage.
That's a huge difference there. So
yeah, absolutely.
Wow. So, I mean, this has got to compare very favorably, because in the raw foods movement, we're seeing a lot of superfoods that are really available as powders, but this is something else. This is fresh, isn't it? It's got something more in it than just the dry powders.
There are some wonderful powders out there. I use them. I'm sure you use them. And I incorporate all these things in my diet because I want the best of everything. And as you know, fresh foods are not as portable. Sure, I have the fresh wheatgrass right here beside me, but I also have the freeze-dried wheatgrass. And that's a wonderful product because it's concentrated. It takes 28 pounds of juice to freeze dry down to 1 pound of juice crystals. That's a concentrate. And it's a whole food vitamin.
Great. Okay, Steve, so we're running a little bit out of time. I'm just going to let my listeners know that they can come on the one-day sprouting masterclass with Steve Merritt's on the 18th of April 2010 in London. And to attend that, our phone number is 01733 759 648. That's 01733 759 648. Thanks ever so much.
And if you can't remember that number, it's on my website, listed right up on the front page, Sproutman.com.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks, Steve. Thanks a lot.
We'll see you in London.